Hi everyone and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you what my car camping setup looks like. First, in order to understand why I choose to sleep in my car, let's rewind to 2 years ago. My brother and I had decided to do a 1-week-long road trip and try to see as much of the West as we could. Since we were bouncing around so much, a ground tent wasn't feasible. It would get wet and wouldn't dry out during the day, being stuffed in the car. That trip was also our first time being in grizzly country. Having never been in this territory before, I wasn't comfortable sleeping in a ground tent, especially after I saw a grizzly a few miles from our campsite right before going back to sleep that night. At the time, sleeping in the car wasn't plausible, as we had a Chevy Cruze for this trip. After this trip, I started researching ways that I could sleep in my car and be self-contained. That way when I woke up in the morning, I wouldn't have camp to pack up, especially if it was raining. This was a big inconvenience. I wanted to be able to just wake up and head to my next spot. In January of 2020, I bought a Toyota RAV4. At that time, I had come across a few YouTubers who sleep in the bed of their pickup trucks. They built bed platforms with drawers underneath for storage. I then built out a similar platform for the RAV4, but after sleeping in it a few times, I realized that there wasn't enough headroom. I ended up tearing out that platform and starting from square one. I then decided to remove the rear seats and build the platform that you see here. Removing the rear seats allowed me to have that shorter platform but still have all of the storage that I needed. The platform is made up of 2 sections. The back, which is fixed, and the front that has 2 flaps on piano hinges. The flaps on the front section open to the outside of the car. That way you can go in either back door to access the storage. Here's what the storage looks like from the side with the flap all the way open. It's actually pretty deep, and I can fit quite a bit of stuff under here. I bought this bin from IKEA and it fits into that spot perfectly. This is my camp kitchen. It has my spices, my utensils, my plates, bowls, pot, pan, everything I need for cooking. My camp kitchen fits perfectly into this flap. This is also where I keep my wool blanket in case it's ever cold. I keep a small camp chair, a tarp, a picnic blanket, a citronella candle and citronella bracelets, and a funnel in case I need to ever put oil or anything like that into my car. It all tucks down in here nicely, and then I can still fold the flap back down and have it lay flat. Outside of the platform on both sides, I do have a little bit more storage. This is where I'll keep my dirty laundry and a pair of hiking shoes. In the back here, I have a little extra storage on both sides of the platform. Here I like to keep some medicine. I have AC Hot, Benadryl, Excedrin, Band-Aids, anything I might need. I also keep some extra straps on this side. On the other side, I like to keep my camp gear. I have rope, a mallet, carabiners, stakes, extra batteries, and I have a power bank that can jumpstart my car. I like to keep these Velcro dots here too because the Reflectix from my back window likes to fall out. And then I also have this fan in case it gets too hot in the car. Underneath this back platform is where I like to keep my camp chair, a 2-burner camp stove, a folding table, and a solar panel to go with my Jackery power bank. This is what the car looks like when it's ready for a trip. I stuffed some more drinks down in the bottom, a pair of shoes, and then all of my stuff just sits on the top like this. In the front passenger seat, I like to keep my refrigerator. When I'm driving, I'll plug this into the DC port in the car. Otherwise, it gets plugged into my Jackery. Down here, I also keep a water jug, my trash bucket, and a few other things. For each window, I also have cut out reflectix to fit. Then I also have this mosquito netting. It just slides over the window and keeps the bugs out so that I can crack the windows at night. Once I'm ready for bed, I throw all of my belongings into the front seats so that I have a nice big bed to sleep in. This fits a full-size mattress. And lastly, this is what the front seats look like when it is time for bed.